Ugh. It's another bloody horrible day. So let's make it a lot brighter with Yoshi fruit smoothie dessert. Let's go. To make the smoothie base, all we need is 1 scoop of regular vanilla ice cream, 6 or 7 strawberries, and half a dessert spoonful of caster sugar. You too. Put on the lid and make them get along! Yeah! Let's try this again. Oh, it'll be like this time. Aha! I perfected it! Let's make a face. What you're going to want for Yoshi's face, assuming you're making a green Yoshi, is 1 green-ish apple, some grapes, some banana, 1 more strawberry, and 1 long slice of watermelon. So first you want to take your apple and you want to chop it in half so you've got the green half at least. And now you've got your green half, you want to cut a big circle in it for Yoshi's nose. So let's go for it. You may have noticed that this slice is really thick and you want to keep your slices thick so that the fruit can sit on the bottom of the plate. Now before I've had problems making this where the fruit sinks underneath the smoothie. If you don't have too much smoothie then this shouldn't happen anyway, but just to be sure, make sure your slice is nice and thick so that it'll sit pleasantly on top for definites. And also remember to cut out any seeds or anything. And wood, you don't want wood in your Yoshi. No wood for Yoshi. There we go. And then give him 2 little nostrils in the top so that he can breathe before you eat him. There you go, Yoshi nose. You want to take some of your apple and cut a slice out of it. Make sure that it isn't sloped too much because you want the surface to be fairly even on top of the smoothie. And what we're going to do is cut out the white of his eye. And you just want to cut out a little white arch out of the apple. So about a shape like that. So he's got a nice happy eye. So now we've got Yoshi's nose and the whites of his eyes, you see? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make his eyelids, because he has big, dreamy eyelids. Now take an entire grape and cut a little arch in it. So don't cut it in half, just cut an arch in it, so that the white of his eye can just slot inside there. Do you see? Next thing we're going to do is make his big white cheek. So this is where you want to take some of your banana, you don't need the whole thing, you just need some of it, and cut a substantial chunk out of it, about this big. You want to cut off all kind of pointy bits, because Yoshi's face is all chubby and all smooth and all round. Doesn't have any angular parts of his face. And then you just want to cut a little hole in the top so his tongue can stick out as well. Ah, his eyelids are falling off. That is not becoming. Next you just want to make his green cheek, because above it he's got his green cheek. So take another grape and make that curve indent again, so that can slot on top of the white banana. And here you can use as many grapes as you want, because you might want a little cheek or you might want a big one. I want a kind of biggish one, so I like to use lots of grapes with this method, and you just stack them on top of each other. So the secret to Yoshi's cheeks is tessellation, really. You just want to keep getting your grapes and make a little grape-shaped arch for him to have a tessellating face. Now you want to take your strawberry. The strawberry is essential. You want to take your strawberry and you want to cut it in half so that you can make his divine spikes. I really love Yoshi's spikes. They really pop against the green of his skin, don't you know? Oh, Danny, look lovely. Oh, it looks like he's raising his eyebrow. Oh, Yoshi, you kinky bitch. And to do his tongue, you're just going to want to take your long piece of watermelon and cut it into a long strip and then with a circle on the end for the very tip of his tongue. Nice and chameleon-like. You know when chameleons gob out their tongue to eat insects? Well, it's all lumpy at the end. That's what we want for Yoshi. The final thing we want to do is take some chocolate buttons. Any kind of sliceable chocolate, really, because we're going to make the black of his eyes now. So just chop that in half, chop it in half again, and you should have a little slither, and then just curve it at the top there. And then you can stick that on top of the piece of apple. And there we have it, a slightly cockeyed Yoshi. Oh, his nose is not right. Turn that shit around. Oh my god! Now all there is to do is to place your Yoshi inside your ice cream smoothie. So let's start with the nose. Ooh. If you're having trouble with your Yoshi in that it's not staying in place, use a cocktail stick to just move things around so you don't get your fingers too messy. This bit is very tricky in that everything can splurge around a bit, so just take your time. Now, I've just come across a problem. His strawberry spines are too big to fit in the bowl, so I'm just going to chop them down a little bit. And hopefully you'll be smarter than me and use a bigger bowl. He looks a bit cockeyed, but what are you going to do? And here's one that I made earlier. Now, it's up to you which one is better. This one is definitely neater, although it actually looks a bit more psychotic than I remember it looking. Yeah, this one at least looks like he's looking at you. I don't know. Which do you prefer? Look at him go! Now don't hide. Oh, he's so camera shy. Come around. They just turn up. They don't even make any sound. They're just like, boom! Hello. Truly, the master of stealth. I'm letting the spider touch me. Oh my god. I'm holding a spider. Look how brave I am. And the reason I'm not freaking out, I guess, is because it's not a fast runner. I've never held a spider like this before, by the way. Oh, wow. It's really cute. But I'm going to put it back outside now. I am so brave. There he goes. He's all safe now. Poor thing.